Hi, dolls. Kitty here.
Hello, and I am Rusty Shackleford.
Bitch. Why? No, I am triggered, bitch, because you know I hate that motherfucking character. You know I damn well hate Dale. I don't know why you would even bring his ass up.
I think the only reason because I have a friend who's also an avid King of the Hill fan, and his alias is Rusty Shackleford. You know how everybody has an alias, like you. Everyone has one now, and so
Who has an alias?
You, bitch.
I do not. My name is Kenny K. Royal. Are you insinuating otherwise?
Bitch, I will put you on blast, so let's not go there. But anyway, I guess we'll get right into it. I'll go first because, I'm the queen of the world. And
I will stomp your throat.
And so, this is a very interesting one. Okay. I don't know if you heard, but there's this guy named Brandon Vesmar who is suing his date for texting during the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 showing in Texas.
I hadn't heard of this. What? What kind of bullshit is this?
So, this is their first date. I'm assuming this is the first time they ever met. And during the time they're watching the movie, and he has a huge pet peeve for people who text during the movie. And I would have a pet peeve myself because we're on a date, bitch, and you texting. But I wouldn't sue a hoe though.
Movies and you're texting. Why the hell are you texting in this movie theater?
Especially when you get kicked out of the movie theater for that. And so I guess that's one of his things that he was like, okay, we can get kicked out. But he's suing her for $17.31.
Bitch, he ain't paying more for court fees.
So basically what he's saying is that, he wants his money back for the date. She's saying that, she's not giving him that money back because he took her on a date. Basically apparently her friend was in a fight with her boyfriend, I guess while they're at the movies, and she was texting her friend. He says that she sent like 20 texts in like a 10 to 15 minute interval. She's saying she only sent about 2 or 3, so we're getting 2 different stories.
Yeah.
He said that, if you're going to keep texting, why don't you do it in the lobby or whatever, not in the movie theater. And she's saying that, she got up and left of her own accord. And either way it goes, she drove him there. She got up and left his ass stranded at the movie theater. And basically she was like, I was feeling unsafe and, uncomfortable because he kept bashing her about the texting. And me personally, I guess because we were in the movie theater, I probably wouldn't have been that hung up over it because I'm watching a movie. I'm not paying any attention to what your ass is doing.
Well, the thing is, it depends on how high she had her phone's brightness up. But also at the same time, some people are like hypersensitive to texting in the movie theater. I wouldn't care unless your damn light was set to max. And it's like, you're sitting right next to me, that light's going to bother me while I'm trying to watch this movie. I'm going to need you to tone it the fuck down. I can see that aspect. But if her light was toned down, and he was just mad because of the sheer fact that she was texting, and maybe he was like, this bitch has the gall to fucking sit here and text during Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
He was upset.
I gotta put this bitch in her place.
He was disrespected, bitch. She says that her phone was on low. So I was
Wait, hold on. You said he wanted $17
yeah,
back?
$17.13. They
was the movie ticket $17?
I think for both, although I think it was like
so he want her to pay him back for both his stuff and her stuff.
I suppose either that. I remember it saying that it was 3D. They went to a 3D showing. So I don't know how much.
Oh, and if they're you said they're in Texas,
so I don't know how much movie tickets are in Texas. So they might be $17 in Texas. Because I think,
bitch, I would never see a movie if a motherfucking price is up to $17, bitch. I will bootleg the fuck out of something before I go pay $17.
3D movies are pretty expensive. I know here in Tennessee, it's about like $12 to see a movie in 3D, and
yeah, it's about the same here. 12,
yeah,
13.
so it might be more expensive in Texas. It could be, and if it's $17 in Texas, I would never see anything in 3D. I like a good matinee.
I don't watch 3D anyway, because my well, I used to never watch 3D because I always wore glasses, and those 3D glasses over your glasses don't work out at any point. And with my contacts, because I remember the last movie that I went to go see in 3D was Oh my god, Batman versus Superman, and I didn't go see it in 3D on purpose. I purchased the tickets and didn't realize that I got 3D, and so we got up in there, and I'm sitting down, and I put them glasses on, and my like whole depth perception was just off, and I had a headache through the whole goddamn movie. I couldn't even enjoy it. So
I
just
didn't
don't
care
fuck
much
with
for 3D
like
when
that.
it first came out. With the whole red and blue, I didn't care much for it then. But when they upgraded the 3D, and because I wear glasses too, but with the new 3D glasses, they do give you a headache, I will say. But it's such a great experience because when you're looking at the movie, it really feels like you're in it. Like because back in the day they will only make certain things 3D, but now the entire movie is 3D, and that's what I like about it.
I'm only coming from one experience that I can remember because, of course, like I said, I haven't done it since I was little. I think the last time I saw a 3D movie before Batman vs Superman was when one of them Freddy Krueger movies tried to do 3D. That bullshit. But this one, it wasn't that great of an experience because the only time I really felt it could be because, like I said, my depth perception was fucked up. I don't know if it was because of the context or if it was just the way it was. But the only time the movie looked good and I felt like I was in it was when they were moving either slowly or they were standing still. The heavy action parts where they're moving a lot, everything was just a big blur.
Well, that's
all it looked
more
like to me.
you. You can't blame
Like
them
when
for that.
That's why I don't go see 3D movies. There's not a 3D movie that I've seen or movie that I've watched in 3D that has been okay for me at any point, and so I just avoid it because it's just not an enjoyable experience for me. I wish I could enjoy it because as much as people talk about the shit, seems like a ball, but it
It's
just has
really
not worked
nice,
out for me. It's not in
especially
the
if you
car.
go to like an IMAX theater. It is so great. But the thing about it, though, I don't really care to do it. I think the last movie I saw in 3D was Alice in Wonderland. But I don't really care to do it because it used to feel like an event. But now that every movie is in 3D and it doesn't feel like an event anymore. I don't really
Yeah, it's
care.
not an event. It was an event before because that shit was so expensive.
And it was something that only happened, for a really big movie. It wasn't like every movie. But anyway.
But my topic that I wanted to bring up, this actually started happening today. So for the people that don't know, we usually record this Wednesday night and it gets posted on Friday. So as of today on Wednesday, I was on Twitter, just looking at people's tweets and shit like you do. And I started seeing a theme of people talking about rompers, male rompers. And so
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I forgot what the first one that I saw. It was something like, it was somebody was making fun and just saying like, she ain't about to date no man that walks outside in a romper. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I just thought it was another ignorant person being ignorant. So I just moved on down. Then I kept saying more people. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, why are rompers all of a sudden a big topic? And so I was looking it up. I don't know if this is truly where it stems from, but apparently there's a company that that had like a Kickstarter or whatever to get their male rompers up, and I believe their goal was like $10,000, and they raised like I want to say like 140,000 or something like that. Some amazing turnout for them, and so that's what kind of stemmed it. But it's another thing where I just don't see the big deal of it. I can only assume that because no one is really talking about anything else really other than like you're getting bullshit news about Donald Trump and all the other political things that people just say whatever fun story they can and run with a bitch because I don't see the big deal with this. And then I kept seeing a bunch of people ordering rompers all of a sudden and talking about some what kind of rompers they would wear, and I'm just like, this is just too much for my day right now. Like, did you see that shit going on?
I've seen a lot of memes. I've seen a lot of people talking about it on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. It's everywhere. I saw pictures of like guys in their little rompers. They're actually pretty cute, I'll say. I don't think I'd wear
They
one.
are cute.
I don't think
I
would
wouldn't
wear
wear
one.
the ones that are shorts. I need them to just be a regular jumpsuit.
Yeah, I've
'cause,
only seen the
I was
shorts.
looking at some before.
Yeah, I've seen men in rompers. I mean, a man in a romper is nothing new. I think
That's what I didn't understand why it was such a big deal, because it's not like he invented some ground-breaking fashion.
yeah, I think the only reason why I guess now it seems more prevalent is because now these rompers are actually for men, because men have been wearing rompers, but they were women's rompers. But so I guess now that is okay for a man to wear a romper because now it's made for men. The thing is, though, I don't see any masculine
Literally the
men.
same goddamn
I don't
thing.
see any like masculine, closed-minded men wearing a romper. I mean, it's gonna be like gay and like metrosexual men, that'll be
Yeah.
wearing these. I think they're cute. I wouldn't mind seeing men in it. I did see one meme. Was it a meme or was it? It may have just been. No, it was CJ. Saying that
As he just pinpointed the hell out of him.
child, he was ready to jump on the romper bandwagon. And what did he say? He said that if your booty wasn't jiggly, don't wear one. And
Oh God.
basically, I guess you're gonna run out with a romper with no underwear, I guess, and just be jiggling all over the place. I don't know, but I still don't see how it became such a craze. Like it's everywhere. Like I can't get away from it. Like everybody's talking about it.
So because I had saw it originally on Twitter, so I'm like, after I got fed up with seeing it all down my Twitter feed, I just ran over to Instagram. It was on Instagram, and of course, if it's on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook got a hold of it too. So I was just like, I'm just gonna avoid social media for a second because it wasn't so much that the rompers were irritating me; it's just people's commentary on it because it just didn't seem like something that deserved that big a deal, to be quite honest.
I completely agree because I didn't, like I said, I didn't see what was the big thing. Dudes and rompers was nothing new. I agree that they are cute. I actually liked, the ones that I saw were like little spring, Easter type colors, like very pastel. And I love my pastel colors. But anyway, we're going to take this moment to hear a word from our sponsor.
A mess, bitch. Now look, I love me a good book, but child, I have the attention span of a toddler. If you're anything like me, you really need to get into Audible. Audible.com has an amazing selection of audiobooks for those of us who like to put on our makeup while driving on the highway and would like a soothing voice to read to us at the same time. And even better, your first audiobook is free. Audible.com. Make them do the reading for you.
Okay, so we're back. And my topic, which I only have two, this is the last one I have, is about Jennifer Lawrence, who I love.
Oh, that bitch. Is she still a blonde? I want to Google that. Hold on.
What, Jennifer Lawrence?
Jennifer.
You're going to Google her?
Still a Lawrence. I just want to know if she's still a blonde or not, because that bitch knows she love to stay blonde. Let me see.
Well, blonde is
Oh,
her
she
natural.
is.
Blonde is her natural hair color, so I don't blame her.
But remember, she was like, every time I've seen her do a movie role, other than X-Men, because X-Men made her keep her hair blonde, she's had like a different hair color. And I used to think that she would just wear a wig, but I don't think what is that movie called? My God, the movie that she's fucking famous for right now.
What, Hunger Games?
Yeah, Hunger Games. Because I used to think that she wore a wig. Well, I would have thought she wore a wig, but apparently I think you told me that she wasn't wearing a wig until like the last movie. She just kept on re-dyeing her fucking hair. I'm like, this has to
Yeah,
be
and that's
horrible
why
for
she
her
had.
little scalp.
That's why she had. That's why she cut it, because her hair was so damaged. And
Katy Perry. I just want to throw that in there. Katy Perry.
But she clearly, because anytime like she'll dye the hair for that movie, but as soon as that movie is over, that hair is back blonde. She does not. She clearly loves her blonde hair. She does not want to be anything else. Although I personally thought she looked better with dark hair, but she clearly doesn't think
I
so.
like her blonde, but I'm biased. I almost think everybody looks better blonde.
Bitch, not everybody. Let's not put that rumor out. But Jennifer Lawrence will not apologize for dancing on a strip pole. So,
She won't apologize for dancing on a stripper pole?
yes. So apparently she was.
Who's asking her to apologize?
I'm sure the world. Me personally, I don't think she should. And I'm so glad that she sticks to her guns. That's what I like about her. If she feels like she shouldn't apologize, she's not going to. And I don't blame her.
That's one thing that I will say that I love about Jennifer Lawrence. That bitch will stick to her fucking conviction.
Yeah, and she's very real and very honest, and that's what I like about her. Particularly this particular night, she made the video was taken of her, and it was leaked by somebody. I can't remember. Like, I read the article. Somebody specifically leaked it. And so she made a Facebook post in regards to it. And she was like, this is my friend's birthday. We went to, a club and they were having fun. She said she decided to let her guard down and just enjoy herself. And so she got on the pole and swung on it. And she was like basically doing what anybody else does, that lives a regular fucking life. I don't know why people hold celebrities up to such a high standard that they can't have fun. Bitch, don't you go to the club? Don't you be up at the strip club putting ones in somebody's dirty thong? Okay, bitch.
Yeah.
You can't get mad at celebrities for doing the same shit that you do.
But she was literally just dancing on it. It wasn't like she changed careers. And even if she did change careers to become a stripper, bitch, if that's the money she want to make, that's the money she want to make.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
And they were also saying that she was like in a bra, but she was like, she wasn't in a bra. She was in some type of expensive top that she said that she was in. Which, but I was like, even if she was in a bra, bitch, it ain't your...
It's her friend's party.
It ain't your business if she was in a bra or not. I mean, people be so up in these fucking celebrities' businesses and trying to tell them how they should live their life.
But the moment you try to tell them something about their life, they mind your business.
Right.
Like, bitch, you can't do both. You can't mind everybody else's business, but then want everybody to mind their own.
Right. While you be nosy as fuck. And then try to tell them how to live their life. And I'm so glad she started her conventions and said that she would not apologize for it. And she said that I had a blast that night. And I ain't sorry. And bitch, good for you. I applaud you. You can't be like the Chris Browns and the, whoever they gotta apologize every goddamn day for living their own goddamn life. I'm not apologizing for shit, and...
I definitely agree with that because, like you said, people do hold these celebrities up to a higher standard. And because they hold them up to that higher standard, they feel like that celebrity needs to hold the burden of living up to that standard. And I'm like, that's not fair. They're humans just like we are. They do the same shit, do the same shit. They just have a different career path than most people have. Like a more, I would say, rare one than you can just wake up and get. So to make it seem bad that she was at a friend of her or party for her friend and was just having fun drinking and dancing, and then you talking shit about her, but people going to do this exact same thing every night, and it's not a problem. Just kind of kills me.
It just ain't put up for the world to see, and.
Yeah, it's not like they erected this pole the moment she walked through the fucking door. It was there because other people probably danced with that bitch too. So why is this all of a sudden the problem?
Just for her to do it. I'm sure all her friends probably got up on the pole too, but since her friends ain't celebrities, don't nobody care about them getting on it. So, girl,
that camera was off.
Right. Jennifer, I love you, girl. You live your life. And she gonna do it anyway. I ain't gotta tell her. But bitch, you live your life. And don't let these hoes bother you.
I really love her because whenever I see interviews of her, you can just tell that she's a real bitch. I don't ever get the sense of that she's faking or she's saying something to appease somebody. Everything that comes out that bitch's mouth is exactly how she feels.
And we need more people like that. We need more people like that.
We do. I think it would change the course of people's expectations of celebrities because nowadays celebrities are so... Well, a lot of them are so in the mind of wanting to appease and please everybody, or as many people as they can. They will apologize for things that they necessarily don't need to apologize for, or they will do things to pacify a certain group of people. And it's like, a lot of them need to learn you can't please everybody. Do what makes you happy, and your true fans will be the ones to stick by you. These people that are mainly complaining don't even like you. They only hate watching you. So it's like, why are you trying to please
I was just thinking of that because I want to mention this very quickly because it made me think of Harry Styles. Harry Styles just came out with an album this past Friday. And there was an article I saw about him where he said that he was not going to...
Didn't want his sexuality.
Yeah, he didn't want to be specific about his sexuality. He didn't want to say what it was. And then some people were like, oh, he just wants to pretend he just wants to leave that... hanging in the air, that that mystery, so that the gay people would buy his album. I was like, child, them gay people would have bought his album whether he said he was straight, gay, bi, because
they've been doing it all this time. I don't understand.
Now, me personally, I would like for him to be gay, but I mean, and it's not going to affect my life in any way, but still.
I need Zayn to be. He ain't going to affect my life. I'm going to his ass down with you.
I've always been a huge fan of Harry. I know a lot of men nowadays, like Nick Jonas, and whoever, they do the gay baiting. Because because the gay people will support your ass. I will say that if they will support that ass, and they want them gays to support them.
That's true. That really is, because I think mainly because gay people just like to ogle, and they're so used to ogling at a straight guy and not being able to get with them. I think that attraction is a lot of it, whereas like straight male fans are not going to be as willing to just go and drop at the drop of a dime to go pick up your album.
And to me, you don't even have to gay bait it. I don't think gay baiting is really necessary, because gay people will still be here for a straight man.
But I think gay baiting is another one of those terms that people love. Like, people just learned and just learned to form those two words together and use it for almost everything now. Just like cultural appropriation. A lot of people, like, the moment anything happens,
cultural appropriation. Yeah. And there's that one word. This gets on my nerves, and I hear it. It's like something that's thrown around all the time. Is cis white male. Like, you hear that all the time. When you hear cis, I'm like, I get so sick of hearing or reading that damn word, because it's become so popular. I never used to hear it, and now all of a sudden it's
like people everywhere. Use it for everything, and it's just like, I thought I didn't really know what cis meant. I thought they were like, and so like I never saw the word like written or on screen. I just always heard it in like videos. I thought they were like saying cis, like S-I-S. And so it didn't really make sense to me in the context of the conversation until I looked it up. And I was just like, and correct me if I'm wrong, when I looked it up, it was like cisgender means that you identify with the gender you were born in.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why that needed a name.
Like everything else, people live. Like,
I don't understand. Like,
people live.
Who brought that up
for a label? And the thing is, though, it's the very people that don't want to be labeled, that don't want to be labeled, that will label other people. And I'm like, okay, why are you so quick to label a hoe, but you swear you don't want to be labeled? Oh, I don't like when people use gay, straight, or bi and stuff like that. Well, bitch, if you gay or you straight or you bi, it's there. We ain't gotta label you, bitch. You label yourself when you suck the dick.
There was a YouTube video that I was going to make on this topic, kind of, because I had just ranted about it to a friend about how much I hate seeing people talk about how much they don't like labels, and then they turn around and give themselves like fucking 50 of them. And it was like this person, I saw a video of this person who was like, oh my God, I'm trying to think of what it was. They were like, I'm a non-cisgendered, non-binary, something gendered, otherkin, whatever other terms they were using. And I was just
and they'd be like, I don't like labels. But you just gave yourself a long list of labels.
And because I had to look up what the fuck an otherkin is.
Right, otherkin.
And I'm like, who is coming up with this?
But there was a video of this bitch who's like, oh, I don't like labels. And then later on in the video, she said like she was a millennial. And I was like, that's a label. I'm so sick of people be like, oh, I don't like labels, but this is what I am.
I need people to get over it, because in this world where people are trying to make sense of things, to understand them and or relate to them, things are going to get labeled. Regardless if you want to be labeled, you're labeled the moment you're born, bitch.
I think the only thing to take from it is that it's not the fact that we don't need labels. It's the fact that we're not just one. We're not just one label. And so if we could just stick to that and say, okay, I'm gay, but gay is not all that I am. Because that's what people tend to do. They will just stick you in the gay box, and it's like, well, bitch, you gay. And that's all. It's like there's nothing else going on in your life. All you do is suck dick and take dick up the ass. That's all you do. You don't work. That's you don't draw. You don't eat. You don't sleep. Bitch, all you do is take dick. And so and that's how a lot of people view you. Like, as soon as a homophobic straight person finds out you're gay, all they do is picture you taking dick. That's the only thing they can think about is a dick in your ass. And you may not even be a bottom, but that's exactly where their mind goes. And so I think that people just need to get over the labels and just say, well, label me, but just know that I'm not just one thing. And so the thing is, though, whether you want people to label you or not, you are labeled. You can sit here and scream all day that you don't like labels, but just like you gave yourself 5 million labels. Like, when you sit up and you think about who you are and what you do, like even when you say, I'm honest, I'm trustworthy, those are labels. Those are things that describe
Yeah.
you. And so we all have them there. We are an amalgamation of all these different things. And people just got to get, say, okay, I'm a lot of things. Just don't make me one. And once we get that
Yeah.
mindset going, bitches can get over themselves.
Well, speaking of labels, this is a great segue because this lady, my last topic, this lady was just labeled a murderer. The bullshit that she did.
It's like he's just labeled a murderer,
You see what I did there? But anyway,
I might be getting that label tomorrow.
But this lady, so okay, there's this situation. It's another one of those like a girl's boyfriend and her broke up, and he went and started dating somebody else, and now the new girl and the ex-girl are both fighting each other, but they took it real far. So I believe the guy and the girl, they had broke up with each other. They had one kid together. She had her own kid, like with another guy, and then she had one with him. And so she was always going to be in his life in some way, shape, or form because of that child. And I think she used that as an anchor to honestly just stay in his life just to fight with the new girl that he was with. I believe she is like 24, if I'm not mistaken, and the ex-girl and the new girlfriend is 21, or like 20 or 21. And so they were like getting into some heated ass arguments on Facebook about how the ex-girl was like, well, he was just over here eating my box last night, and then the girl, and then the new girl, yes, bitch, on Facebook.
Oh, God.
They were going back and forth, like just not, they weren't adding each other or mentioning each other, aside from like just saying the name in there. But I guess they both saw each other's shit. I don't know if they were friends on Facebook or if they were just using his Facebook as a means to see what was going on. Anyway, so after the ex-girl was like, well, he was just over here last night eating my box, the new girl, she was like, what the fuck did she say? Well, how does it feel kissing him after he just licked my ass? And just all this shit, y'all. Just going back and forth about who did what with him sexually. Which, as a side note, if somebody tells me that they just fucked my man last night, I'm not going to retort with, oh, well, I was fucking him too, because that's kind of standard. You're with this person. Of course you would be doing that. But I always see it with girls mainly. Well, I guess gay guys do it too. Where they're fighting about who had sex with him last. And it's just like,
That
why
reminds
are
me
you
of
fighting
that
about
one
this?
song that came out in like the 90s. You remember, he's mine, you may have had him once, but I had him all the time. And that's like the dumbest song, like, and that's just what that makes me think.
It's just like, if my man is cheating on me with you, bitch, you can have him. Like, I would appreciate this information if it's true.
Yeah, right. I mean, you want to talk about, no, bitch, he's mine. See, look, you done had him last night, and y'all have fun, and he may have nutted all up in your pussy, but that nigga's mine. He'll be here tomorrow. I would not be bragging about that shit. I would be bragging about that. Talk about like he a good man or something. He's my bitch. He's my everything.
But I think it's because they're both young and stupid. But anyway, so she, I forget. I think the boyfriend and the new girlfriend, they both started like attacking her and just talking shit to her, the ex, and she threatened the 20-year-old and was like, "Bitch, don't make me roll up on you." And then the 20-year-old was like, she posted a status like, "Oh, this bitch threatening me. She don't want to catch these hands and all this other shit." Next thing you know, there's news stories coming out. The 24-year-old with her baby in the back seat took her truck and rammed it into the 20-year-old into a tree and killed that girl. All over this boy. Bitch.
What a...
Yeah, like it got that serious. Off of some Facebook drama, got this serious. She was stating that they jumped her, but I don't see how they would have jumped you and gave you enough time to hop in your car and then stood there and watched you start getting into gear to come ram into them. Like, I just don't. I think she either like did a sneak attack or something like that. Whatever happened, maybe that girl was too bold and thought she ain't about to fucking ram me into this tree. Either way, the bitch did it. Fucked up the tree, fucked up the front of her car, left pieces behind. And I think the police said they picked her up like a mile away. I don't know if she was just parked. It was like, I'm gonna just arrest here, or whatever the fuck she was doing. But it just didn't seem like a good idea to kill somebody and then park a mile away from the damn murder scene, bitch. Like, at least try to go a little bit farther.
She probably wanted to be caught. Like, a lot of the people out there do shit like that. They normally turn themselves in and be like, oh, I did it. I killed this bitch. And, yeah, bitch, you need to be in jail somewhere. You're ramming your car into somebody's fucking torso and shit.
What's kind of gonna fuck her over is that the 20-year-old is a police officer's daughter. Ooh. So, you know, he about to run for that ass.
Child, she probably gonna get the chair.
I just know that when I was watching the story, I was like, this is some dumb shit. Because it was like Facebook drama that just ended up on the news. But then when they showed that fucking tree and the blood and the car fucked up pieces, I'm just like, she denied. Like, you saw the skid marks through the fucking dirt and on the concrete. She was out for, well, clearly she was out for blood. I don't mean to make a joke about that, but child, it just, at what point do you go from going tit for tat about a man on Facebook to I'm about to fucking run this bitch over? Like, at what point do you think that it's serious enough?
Facebook is real. These hoes get real on Facebook. Not everybody just gonna talk to you on Facebook. So sometimes you gotta realize before you go pop off on somebody, a bitch will come find you. You know, if you get the right bitch, they will find you and they will fuck your ass up. And this is a good example. I mean, you don't go because clearly, okay, bitch, you want to get on somebody's page, you want to brag about fucking with their man, doing this, that, and that, and that. I mean, people get real serious about shit like that. You can't just go on up and hopping up in somebody's fucking DMs and on somebody's comments talking about you fucking with their man. Bitches will fuck you up, okay? Because some bitches ain't gonna leave their man. I mean, you can fuck with their man all day, but some bitches are not gonna leave their man. They'll fuck you up and still come home to that man.
And I'm sure that man wasn't shit. If he was fucking around with his ex again while dating this girl, I'm sure he wasn't.
Child,
he wasn't
a lot
shit
of these
all.
men, these women be fighting for, they ain't got no job. They don't clean up. They got 10 other kids by other women, and they be swearing they man is all that just because he probably fucked that pussy good. And that's all it take. That's all it takes is for a man to fuck you good, and he just everything to you, but not for me. That ain't enough for me, bitch. You can have the best dick in the world, but if you ain't bringing nothing else to the table, you ain't nothing but a fuck to me.
I remember one of the girl that ended up dying. One of her arguments or her retorts back to the girl was like, it was after one of the times that she was talking about that he'd be over here getting back with me while you sitting at home looking stupid. And then the 20-year-old was like, you just mad because all he did was knock you up and leave and he actually want to marry me. I got the ring, bitch. I got the ring. And I'm just like, the conversation was so stupid, Kimo. Like,
I wouldn't have even entertained that, me personally, because, you know, okay, you fucking with my man. I'm going to confront him.
Yeah, and I'll get back to you.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Development.
Well, I'm not even gonna get back to you because my conversation ain't with you, bitch. We ain't got no dealings. I don't know you, don't intend to know you, and it bitch to be best that I don't get to know you. So I'm gonna confront my man, and he probably gonna lie. So I'm gonna have to figure out whether or not he lying, which probably won't take much because people don't lie well, and so. Whether or not I decide I'm going to stay is on me. But my dealings will be with my man, not with you. Me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. Bitch, I mean, I don't know why people get into it with the side hoe.
For me, if you're the side hoe, I'm going to tell him to go be with your ass. So I'm going to do you a favor, bitch, if you want him that bad. If you're really the side hoe and I find out that he's actually fucking you.
The only reason I would get into it with the side hoe is if that side hoe was my friend. Because if it's any other random bitch, that bitch don't owe you nothing. She did more than likely. I mean, sometimes some bitches be knowing about you, but a lot of the times they don't. And so either way it go, I know I don't mean shit to you. Who's supposed to give a fuck about me is my man. You know. Yeah. So that's who I have dealings with. But if It's my friend. Then, bitch, no, both y'all asses gotta because both y'all supposed to give a fuck about me. I mean, it's my friend, and then a lot of the times it's like a friend that usually stayed with you that was going through hard times and they want to fuck your man. Be like, what, bitch? You ain't even got no money. You want to come to my house and act like you something? Bitch, no.
What just is even more sad is the fact that she had her child. I don't know if it's her child that she had on her own or if it was the kid that she had with that boy. But the child was in the back seat during this entire altercation. So I just... okay, you don't give a damn about your safety and your future, what's going to happen to you after you fucking run this bitch over. But what if that baby would have flew out that damn seat or something? Like, what if something would have happened and you would have flipped over or the car would have exploded and now this baby hurt because you want to be mad about an ex-man?
Not only that, think of the psychological ramifications for that. A lot of these children experience those type of things. You know, that baby could possibly go and be a serial killer. I mean, because he witnessed that. I mean, that's how a lot of that type of stuff happens because of that type of trauma. That's traumatizing. I mean, imagine what that probably looked like to a small kid.
From a child's perspective. Sitting in the back seat, just watching this person get smacked. I can't even imagine seeing that with my own two. Like, I can see it in a movie, that's fine. That's made up shit. But to see that with your own eye, your naked eye, in person, that would fuck me up for a couple days at least.
Right. I mean, that would traumatize my grown ass. So I know that for that child's going to be in somebody's therapy, you know, trying to talk through his life. He going to be in somebody's psych ward somewhere. And I mean, he might be completely fine to have a normal life, but that's still trauma. He probably will be traumatized. He probably will need to go through therapy. And not only that, I mean, now his mama's in jail. Now he's going to have to grow up without his mother.
I remember the news story that I was watching. They kept on saying, like, she allegedly did this. I'm like, y'all didn't put y'all didn't match the bumper sticker to this bitch's car.
Word allegedly. You can have a bitch, but no, if it's a black person, you're never going to hear allegedly. But when it's the right skin tone, and I'm not even going to say what, but when it's the right skin tone, you can have it on video, bitch. Video, you see it plain as day, and they still gonna holler allegedly. Like that one video. Did you see the thing about that video of the police officer beating like black kids, and they still? I mean, the video right there on it for everybody to see, and they gonna say allegedly.
The video's playing in the background, like the police officer allegedly punched the girl in the face
as
we watch him punch her in the face. It's like, is it really allegedly? If I'm seeing
it is
him
no
do
longer
it? Like,
allegedly. If
this
it's
isn't like some
factual, we can see it from. If I can see with my own 2 eyes, and even wait, no, I put on my glasses, my own 4 eyes. I see the shit with my 4 eyes. I know, bitch, you see it. I know you see the shit, but they don't want to be too quick to put that on a white person. But let it be a black, Hispanic, Asian, anybody else. Minority, they throwing your ass under the bus so fast.
Bitch, right? They don't have a shred of evidence. Be like, this, right. Knew you did it.
Allegedly don't even come nowhere near their vocabulary.
they forget they know the word.
Right? Like, no, he officially did it. Officially.
I'm reporting to you today with eyewitnesses.
They be having eyewitnesses from people that ain't even in the same state. Be saying they sound like, I saw him do it. Shit. But where were you at the time of the crime? Oh, I was at home asleep, but I saw it.
I know I saw it. He looked like the kind of person
I had a dream about it. I had a premonition.
Oh my God. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up this show. Definitely, if you guys enjoyed this podcast, which I literally love and enjoy to do. I mean, we do it literally like at 1 in the morning. Well, 1 in the morning for me. Every goddamn night, but I really enjoy doing it. If you guys enjoyed it, definitely follow. Even if you didn't enjoy it, just follow, bitch. Just do it for me. And we will see you guys all next week. Bye!